cool. So, we can start streaming, I think. Yep, my activities are popping up now. For some reason, Caster Labs wasn't working, so I couldn't actually show my, I don't think my chat's going to be working for a bit, at least not from what I can see. So we'll give it a moment while we work our way through Tall Plains, which is the Earth realm of Legend of Spyro. Okay, it looks like chats are coming through. I just can't see it on my what's it called? Is that from YouTube or is that from something else? Hold on, wait. It was, oh yeah, of course it was from Kick. Oh well, I'm sure that'll be fine. Alright. Let's get, well, actually before I get started, what I'll do is I'll pop my chat on the right here just so I can see it at least. And we'll hide that. And maybe make that smaller. Alright, cool. And away we go. So. Immediately it's like a battle arena, just right away. I feel like I can only use my flame so much, but I am trying to save up all of my blue gems at the moment to upgrade later on when the game actually gets, you know, harder to play through. Like, for example, with the first boss as an example, ended up like basically increasing my flame power to max, and that did me real good, to be completely fair. So all I'm going to do is just kind of melee across through here. Well, not really necessarily melee across, but like actually like burst open the shoot, what's it called? These crystals here. That'll give us more gems. Yay. That being said, are gems really that important? Probably not. I think the only important ones are health and upgrades. I feel like I rarely ever use my Fury attack. In fact, I use it so little, I've actually forgotten the controls for actually using the damn Fury attack. And as long as I'm attacking in a direction that the enemies are not going to be, most likely I should be in a pretty good spot. Speaking of which, I just recently got an Ambernick emulation portable. So now I have the emulation console that I use here for streaming, and now an emulation portable basically for just whenever I want to play on the go when I'm not at home. Which is very nice because that's great to have on the bus when I want to play some Daxter, for example, which I was just playing earlier today. Just played through some of the first couple of areas in the concierge, at the, oh crap, what's the thing called again? The first area that you go to. It's a hotel, the West Side Hotel. Yeah, that's the one. But this Sukol Flute Tracer is just like he's taking in the damage right there. But yeah, I guess we just kind of had to push him into the hazards right there. Also, didn't realize this thing doing damage to me, so I can probably break him just to avoid getting hit some more. But yeah, just left a load of gems behind. Very important. I gotta grab that. I suppose I broke those crystals a little bit too early, given that I would have been able to make more use of the what's it called? The red gems that give me health. So, with that being said, though, I want us to charge it. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, let's just kind of burst that open, see what we have here. What I really don't like about this game is it goes against the Spyro formula in a few different ways. Not just from like a combat perspective, but also the fact that you're going through areas in a very, how would I say this? In a very linear fashion, whereas Spyro levels have been relatively open areas that you could play through and actually, you know, explore and things like that. Here, it's just, when it comes to collectibles, of which there are none, to be completely fair, I think as far as completing this game goes to 100%, I think completing it is really just like enough. if I'm being completely honest. I don't think you benefit from doing anything more than just playing through, finishing the game, beating all the bosses, and by the time you hit the final area where Cinder is, you're basically like, you know, not going to want to come back and replay the game, because replayability very much at an all-time low here with this type of title for sure. I wonder if I can push him into... No, he's on a bridge-like thing, I guess. Lizard Twister. The heck is this? Okay, so as long as I avoid getting hit by the... Oh, crap. Dynamite. That got me. That actually hit me. What the heck? Anyway. So this is the guy throwing dynamite at me. Let's get him. Stone Ice, huh? Temakiak's Stone Ice. And he's got a shield. Great. I should probably freeze him or something. Cool. Got him. Oh, wait, I died? How the heck did I die?
Here we go.
You know what? I think we're good. Because we've killed all the enemies in the area. We just left the one guy here, which I actually did not see at all. And now he's stuck in the wall, I think. What the heck? Where'd he go? You know what? There's a bug for you. There is a bug right there. That dude just kind of went straight through the wall. I gotta make a note of this for later on, because I could probably make a short out of that one. That was like 10 minutes into the stream, basically. Though to be completely fair, I've only been playing for like 5 minutes. Alright, let's race on through, break some more crystals, because if there's one thing I think I screwed up when I played this game the first time, back in what, like 06, 07, whenever it was. The main thing I screwed up was I never upgraded my things enough. Hopefully I'm upgrading the right things. So for example, like my flame breath at the moment is maxed out. The flame bombs are also maxed out. So now I've got the ice breath, which I can't really make that much use of at the moment. It's also too bad that I just don't bother comboing. Like, I can combo them by like holding circle to like hold circle, then jump, and then circle in midair. You know, like, this is something that I don't do very often, but that's because I feel like I'm wasting time going into that sort of slow-mo motion, if you know what I mean. Best to kill all enemies and then go for the crystals in the middle, just because, you know, I made that mistake before, you know. It is what it is. I'm just gonna flame this guy, because of course I think I gotta use my flame for some reason, because if I don't use my flame, it's just a damn waste of green gems that I'm getting. And my flame just kind of immediately fills up most of the way back. Luckily there aren't more enemies, thankfully. There's a couple of dudes down here, but hey, it's not like, you know, the end of the world. Nothing we haven't seen yet. I think I'm going to be more annoyed by the time we get to the end, where we have to deal with a ton of, like, waves and waves of enemies. Similar to, like, what we'd expect to see from Crash of the Titans. I really just was not a fan of the gameplay style of Attack of the Titan. Not Attack of the Titan. I was about to say Attack of the Rhinox, but then I was going to say Titan instead. Crash of the Titans, that's what I meant to say. I think that the monster mechanic with the E-electric and, you know, spike and stuff like that, like, taking control of, like, large, powerful creatures was a cool idea, but the thing is that it should have been a completely different game, a completely different franchise. I don't think Crash would make do with something like that.
You again? Why don't you get out of here and leave me in peace? I'm the boss here, nobody else.
Boss of what?
Shh, you're all alone?
Only until I kick these bums out. Which reminds me, I can't stand here chatting with purple dragons and mosquitoes.
Hey, whoa, who you calling?
Wait, hold on. Who's the voice actor for this guy?
For you here.
Oh, concerned about our welfare now?
No need. We can take care of ourselves. Anyway, we need to get to the shrine.
You'll never make it.
Love the positivity on this guy. As much as I think Sparks was basically thinking that. That being said, Sparks has become significantly more tolerable, given that someone else is kind of giving the sass at the moment. So I think as far as that goes, that's probably more for the better. But the fact that the gameplay never changes is probably one of the things I'll be probably the most annoyed about, because I know the gameplay is never going to change beyond what we're seeing here from a combat perspective. It is what it is, and it's kind of unfortunate for the most part, because the thing is that I wanted to like The Legend of Spyro. I am a Spyro fan through and through. Alright? Having played all of the PS1 games, the remake of Reignited, when that came out, man, I was just jumping up and down. Of course, Crash came first, which is a little bit unfortunate, since while I did play both platformers, I significantly prefer Spyro over Crash any day of the week, and that largely does go around to the fact that I love the exploration aspect of it. And the problem is that that's completely missing here. The thing that I like about Spyro is just not here. On top of that, they've redesigned Spyro and they've given him a new voice. Honestly, Tom Kenny did an exceptional job as Spyro in earlier entries. I really do think that, yes, while I can't separate Spyro and SpongeBob for the most part, it's still cool. Like, it was nice to at least be able to hear a voice that I could recognize, and I need to double check. I can't remember exactly whether or not he returned as a VA for Reignited, or whether or not they kind of just went with someone new. That being said, though, I do need to be a little bit more aware of my health bar, just because it's not particularly long, and in fact, I don't think I can actually upgrade it. Hold on, let me have a quick look. So if I go to level up, I can't upgrade it. Okay, so it's basically just my breath that I can upgrade. Everything else is just kind of all over the place. Actually, you know what? I'll max out my fire bombs, because I said I maxed them out before, but I guess I really didn't. Okay, so as of now, I've fully maxed out one of the 3 breaths that I have, and I just need to get the earth breath, which I won't get until the next area, since I already got the ice breath in this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smash up a few more crystals, get some gems across the board, and in fact, now that I think about it, I don't know if my health is even upgradable at all. For some reason, I had a suspicion I thought it would be, but then again, I might be getting, mixed up with my, like, God of War butt type of games, where, for the most part, like, this game is basically just God of War, but putting a Spyro skin on it. And while the areas and locations do feel nice, like me walking through the tall plains here, it's cool. I like the design of the area. I like the plants, the greenery, the plantation. Like, what's not to like about this type of thing? Also, I don't think... Wait, hold on. Is it possible for me to headbutt? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, wait, hold on. Can I headbutt? Because I just completely forgot. Okay. So we have to solve a puzzle here. And we've got a ball, and we need to open some more balls, I take it. Right. Time to ball up. I've got so much material for shorts, it's not even funny. Anyway. So I'm just going to hop down here. And we're just going to get a ball. At least these things, like, basically are, like, on Spyro's nose, so I can just kind of move them around a bit like that. So we'll pop one here. Yeah, I'll just break it and grab more gems, More gems never hurt anyone. Especially when you're trying to upgrade everything. Which, now that I think about it, I don't know if it's even possible to fully upgrade everything if you do, like, a single run-through of the game. I might be a little bit paranoid in saying that, but I do want to just double check and make sure that that actually is legit or not. So I'm just going to have a quick look over here. do we have any more spots to put? Oh yeah, we do. One right here. Where's the thing? Here we go. Cool. These balls, not as big as I thought they were going to be. To be honest, I thought they were going to be much larger. I say balls, they're actually boulders because they're made out of minerals extensively. So there's one there. I'm just trying to see whether or not there's more. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go grab the other one. One more from the 2 that we have left. Chuck that over here. And then from there, I just need to figure out where this last one's going to go. I know that it showed us, hey, take them to these spots here. I just completely forgot. And I could just go back on the screen that I've got on the screen here. Because I have YouTube Studio up at all times. Alongside Kick and Twitch. Just to see what the connection status is like. Just so that there isn't that much, what's the word? Stuttering. Because I primarily streamed, like, the quality that I want the highest to be on is YouTube at the end of the day. Because that's where I get a significantly larger amount of my viewership. In fact, I have very little to no viewership at all on Twitch and Kick as well. I feel like I'm just streaming to no one as far as those 2 platforms go. But hey, on YouTube at least I got people watching sometimes, which is why I prioritize YouTube overall. We've solved the puzzle, so now I just need to make my way up there. I still can't believe that they kept the double jump here. Very much not a fan of that. Just because, and when I say kept, I mean like in relation to, what was it? A Hero's Tale? Yeah. And the way the gliding works. Very much not a fan of that. So we're going from battle arena to puzzle arena to battle arena to a battle arena. Nice. But the main thing is being able to get up here, which is an absolute nuisance. Damn it. Hurt myself. Yeah, I did need to take this guy out just because this is the highest point I could be at. So I can actually glide over to the next platform.
The Shrine God has not been appeased since Cinder's forces came. He is not happy.
Well, I mean, we get
Anybody
that.
fun around here?
You can't possibly face the god of the shrine alone.
Right, so then who are we
Not all
taking
of
with
us
us then?
aloners came. I'm not going alone. Well, maybe someday you'll learn that 2 heads are better than 1. Even if they are pinheads.
Yeah, what?
Okay, that's at least one good line. Alright, so. I'm just waiting for, like, enemies to appear. But so far, I'm not seeing anything. Also, if I remember right, the Shrine God is actually the boss that we'll be fighting.
I'm not sure I like the looks of this thing.
Oh, now
Which
you
means
know.
this, fire, breath that I've got is going to be the big thing that I'm going to be using. Oh yeah, and also we're going to have, like, endless enemies come at us as well. That's going to be real fun. Just wanted to move the mouse out of the way. Here we go. Alright. Oh, my juice is here. Can't forget, talking too much makes you thirsty. That being said, I'm going to try and use my breath as little as possible while we're traveling across. And fight sort of waves of enemies that are going to be coming at us. But the thing is that they're just the same enemies that we saw earlier on, and these enemies just look slightly different from what you would expect to see from area to area because they're just given a, you know, ever so slightly different outfit or look. Like these guys look a little bit more tribal just because we're in, you know, tall plains, for example. And it's probably better that I wait in the middle because it seems like when I'm hitting enemies into the wall, they just kind of don't get hit for some reason. Also, wow, I took a lot of damage there. What the heck was that? Yeah. Though in saying that, the gems are keeping me filled up, so my health is at least up there, if nothing else. And it's probably better that I beat this guy before the next guy comes, you know. That being said, no other guy actually came. What the heck? Are we getting bigger guys now, I guess? Yeah, I guess we are. Oh, and this guy also has a shield as well, which is really annoying. I wonder how many big guys I could take on like at once. That's the question right there. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to beat like one big guy before another big guy comes. Oh, not good, not good, not good. Oh, I died? I should use my fury move, I feel like. Am I... Okay, so I have to restart this entire area. Gotcha. Are we moving? Yeah, we are. Cool. Because the problem is that I'm taking on big guys after big guys after big guys, so I don't have any little guys to refill health, breath, fury, whatever, you know. So I need to be strategic in how I'm doing this. How are these guys able to recover so quickly and just immediately start attacking? Oh, wait. Ah, I accidentally hit L2. What was L2? The button to do the thing? Okay, I just need to remind myself what the actual controls are. Camera, controller vibration, nope. You know what, I'll figure it out. I don't think I can combo the big guys, can I? Oh, actually, you know what? Let me see if I can try and get the big guys in the air. Because that is actually a good question. These guys I know I can get in the air. Let me see if I can get the big guys in the air. That's a good question. Come to think of it, where the heck are they? Ah, here we go. Ah, damn it. Okay, you know what? Never mind. And I'm dead again. Ah, man. The big guy's real annoying. Wait, hold on. Before I do jump on. So, the game has been super easy up until now. We'll just see how this goes. Yeah, see, I tried to toss this guy up and instead he got a hit on me, which is really annoying. Wait, how are these guys able to get hits on me? Like, yesterday I managed to, like, clobber a ton of enemies like this and not get hit for the most part. Unless I was getting hit, in which case I just never noticed. Wait, where did this guy come from? Oh, right, the door's right there. Of course he came from there. Okay. How is it that... Hold on, do they have invincibility when they jump up? Okay, so they're invincible when they jump. Oh, I hate that so much. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, that jump right there that he did, invincible during that time. Yeah, like he could have hit me there. Easily. This guy here that I'm just fighting. As for the big dudes, I need to run around them. Or charge them. Actually, you know what? Charging them. Let's see how that goes. Because I feel like I could flame them and then start attacking their butt. Okay, so the big guys are going to start coming now. Wait, what? No, I cannot charge them at all. What? Oh, and they're doing, Okay, so the camera's gonna really suck here. Nah, I'm dead. Ah, damn, I thought I could try and, like, push him off the edge, I guess. That's what I was kind of hoping for, but that is not gonna work. Also, I used my Fury attack completely by accident when I really should not have. The speed of these guys' movement is probably what irks me, I think, the most about the little guys. Now that we're kind of getting down to, okay, mechanically, how do these guys function? Because they're small, they're actually relatively fast, but they also have invincibility frames when they try to get up. That means they are invulnerable during that time. Which kind of sucks, because that means if I'm trying to do damage to them, it's not going to work. And on top of that, it gives them an opportunity to completely just turn around and start attacking immediately, dealing damage to me. And of course, he's up there, so I can't really attack him when he's like slightly higher from where I'm at the moment. Alright, so that's the small guys. Medium-sized guys, let's go. Whoa. Okay, one of them are down. Now just need to get the other one. Flute Tracer. I wonder where they get these names from. Some of the, like, for some of these enemies. I don't think they needed to name just these sort of faceless enemies. Not faceless, but like these unknown enemies that we just really don't care about. No, big guys will not, in fact, go up in the air. That's unfortunate. Okay, so I'm gonna try and take these guys out sort of simultaneously in a... No, that's not gonna work, that's not gonna work. Because I am about to die. He got me. So he can shield himself from my flames? What the heck? As well? That's annoying. Is there anything worth upgrading? Because the thing is, I'm primarily just using my flame breath. Would my ice breath help? Or would my electric breath help? Maybe the electric breath might help. Also, enemies are, again, like I said, slightly more aggressive than what we've seen up until now. Hold on, wait. Let me go to level up. I'm just going to level up my electric breath, I think. I need to remind myself how to actually change my breath, but sure, it can't be that hard. Close. I wasn't able to max it out, but I'm close enough. The electric breath actually allows me to push enemies. Oh, you know what? I could probably try and push the big guys off the actual ship thing, whatever you want to call it. The thing that we're on. That could work, theoretically. But that's if it allows me to push big guys. That's the main thing. I could also Fury my way through the initial two as well. Whoop. Close. Okay. I'm just waiting for like another one to come up behind me, but I think I've got a good pattern going, combat-wise, like combat pattern. Oh. Ah, he had one more hit left. Dang. Alright, well anyway. Cool. Now that I've maxed out my Fury again. Yeah, I'm just gonna R2 these guys, I think. Wait, did they just completely block the attack? What the heck? How the heck did he block the attack? Okay, I'm being very, very careful right now. No! See, when I get attacked by both of them, that's when I'm screwed. Oh, no. How? Oh, stupid blocking. The fact that he's able to block my attacks.
Well,
Oh,
that was fun.
and block everything. What? Did the game break? I'll just jump off and see what happens.
I'd better be a bit more careful.
Oh wait, no, did I make it through that section? Or was I only meant to survive? I don't know what the heck just happened. I guess this is the next area? So I somehow managed to skip through fighting that last one. So I guess that was the last enemy? I just had to fight 4 of the big guys? You know what? I'll take what I can get. Was it? No, square is to do that. Wait. I'm trying to head bash and I don't even remember what the controls are. That's weird. But anyway. I wonder if I'm even going the right way. I hate that like enemies can block my attacks. That's annoying. In fact, how do I get through an enemy, a blocking enemy, when I try to attack? That's not something that I think I ever like looked up. Am I supposed to use ice breath on him? I guess it was meant to be ice breath that I'm supposed to use.
I have to admit, you've done better than I thought possible.
Ah, saying that had to hurt.
More than you can imagine. There are some things you should know about the shrine before you enter.
Alright, what do we gotta know? So, oh, that's Cinder right there, so she's leaving. Which means that,
And I think we're done here.
Not before we rescue Cyril.
The Atlawa shrine has been desecrated.
yeah, so Cyril, if I remember right,
The
is
god of
the
the shrine has
ice-breathing
not been
dragon
given
that's
tribute
gonna
since
teach us how to
Cinder's
use
forces
ice
arrived.
breath. And the
Only
god of the
you
shrine
can
is gonna
subdue
be
his
some
anger.
giant tree dude.
The balance will be returned, and my people can come home.
If I
That's
remember
fine,
right.
But I came to free Cyril.
You must go through the god of the shrine to free him.
Knew you were gonna say that.
That's usually the case, isn't it? Anyway. Let's get across the bridge because charging... Actually, the charging controls suck as well. Ah, I saw the memory card appear. That's why I was able to make it past the previous area.
Remember last time?
I know, but Cinder left and I don't see any Ice Kings hanging around this place.
No, instead we've got a golem. Never mind. I thought it was a tree guy. It's a golem. Well, he seems to be having a time. So the question is, what's the strategy for this guy? I just need to figure it out is all.
When will I learn? When things look good, run for the hills.
Stone Sentinel, here we go. So, it looks like the fire's still doing decent damage to him. And so is my melee attacks. For some reason, it looks like when he goes around and around, he's not able to hit me, rather, I think. And the main thing is, as long as I can go from bar to bar, with the, it kind of serves as like a single checkpoint in its own way. Okay, this has got to be his like final bar of health, I think. Got him. Unless there's another round. In which case, no, I don't got him. Yo, let's play with Sussy. Good to see you again.
You have subdued the god of the shrine, restored balance to seasons, the land, our world. The Adlowers want to worship you now.
Worship? Okay,
Worship?
now that's what I'm talking about. I've never gotten the respect I deserve, the praise that should be mine.
Well, I mean, I don't think
That's very nice.
Sparks is the
We
one
have to get
deserving
back
of
to
praise,
our
to be
home.
completely fair.
Figure out how to stop Cinder for good.
But why is it that
My
the
dear
boss
Allowers,
was
I am the
so
mighty
much
Spike,
easier
scourge of the
than
despots.
like the bit where we're like on a boat that's flying through the sky between the clouds until we, and basically all we had to do was survive long enough to eventually hit a checkpoint, basically.
I am the mighty Spike. Whatever.
So that's a weird
By the
one.
way, you were right.
About what?
Maybe two heads are better than one. Even if one of them belongs to an annoying mosquito.
Mosquito me? Is that? Oh.
Mosquito, you know? It is what it is. So, now if memory serves correctly, we're now going to be learning about the ice breath, which, to be completely fair, I tried to use, didn't really do anything as far as I could tell. So I do kind of wonder where it'll lead us to ultimately here.
Months of tortured captivity have done nothing to slow that electric tongue of yours from incessantly wagging.
It's just that it's all so exciting, exhilarating, enchanting, enthralling, and...
All right, no more thesaurus for you, pal.
All of you, please be quiet. It is certainly encouraging that Spyro has been able to free two of you to allow this reunion. But haven't we forgotten someone?
Yes, yes, of course. Pterodor.
Precisely.
So if I remember right,
How do
the
we
next
proceed?
area is
I
going to
think
be
I can help, Ignitus.
basically inside of like some fiery
To learn a
lands,
few things about
and the
ice
boss
on
is going to be
plains.
a train.
I suggest we adjourn to the training room so that I can teach you some more.
And that's where we're
Legacy
going
of
to
the great
rescue
ice
the
dragons of
Earth
yore.
dragon
My
Pterodor.
ancestors, who come from the best of this somewhat bedraggled lineage, is long and storied. With my help, rescuing Pterodor should be a certainty.
Your pomposity, arrogance, and pretentiousness is odious to the extreme.
Shall we?
Alright, let's equip the ice breath and see what that's about. The fact that we still need to get tutorialized to this point is crazy though, because we've only got one more area to go through, and then the final part of the game is basically in front of us, which I feel like takes place in a dark area that could be considered space in some ways.
Learn the secrets of ice, a power
Also, I did want to
worthy
speed
of
through
use.
like the remainder of the Earth area as much as I could when I started streaming today. I am only 47 minutes into streaming and we're already doing the tutorial for the next breath. So the question then becomes, is it going to be possible that I could finish the game today? Only one way to find out. But when I do, I'll probably just finish the stream with the game. And then, because the next game I'm going to be streaming is going to be Crash Nitro Kart. Just as a heads up, in case you were wondering. So you can freeze and shatter enemies. Shatter, basically, it feels very reminiscent to what you'd expect to see with Shatter when it comes to Genshin Impact, for example, where you're using water and ice together.
Come over here.
Chase after the dummies and then melee them to their death. Got it. But the thing is that the ice is already going to be doing decent damage anyways. Also, the ice breath, like, you can kind of see the string of ice that's being spit out. Unfortunately, the ice was not as strong when we were trying to use it before. Before we actually, you know, reached the boss. Now the... Oh man, I wasn't doing it fast enough. Dang.
That simply will not do.
Alright, let's try this again.
Over here.
Chase after dummies and then melee them to their deaths. Got it. So for ice at least, I only need to freeze them a little and then melee them twice. I don't need to go as far as to combo them or anything, which is at least good. Because yeah, their health bars, not very long, luckily. These are small dojo dummies. How is it that... No, 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 no. Time's gonna run out. Time's gonna run out. Damn it, time ran out.
Back for more?
I'm doing great. What about you? I'm doing great. How's your Friday night going so far? So, funny enough, it's not Friday, it's Saturday for me. It's like Saturday in the afternoon. It's about, what, almost 3 o'clock now. But it's been good. It's been good so far. It's been a good Saturday. Relaxing. Weather's looking pretty good. Unfortunately, didn't really have a chance to do the lawns today, but I'm hoping to do that next week. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, yeah, no, things have been good. Can't complain. All I think the main thing I've been doing is torturing myself with PUBG, because I do want to get the platinum for that game before the servers shut down in November, I think, if I remember correctly. But because it's on a very online oriented title, I do suck at the game, so it's worth mentioning that, like, yeah, I'm just trying to get ahead of it. What am I playing on? What am I playing Spyro on? Or what am I playing PUBG on? Oh, did I actually run out? Damn it, I ran out of time again. PC or console? Oh, I'm playing on console. So PUBG I am playing specifically on console, on the PS5. Well, the server shutdown is going to happen because they're migrating from PS4 to PS5 and Xbox Series S to Xbox Series S and X. Though in saying that, I'm basically playing like with no crossplay. Like I'm just playing with people on the same platform, doing my regular 3 casual matches per day and stuff like that. Are you a full-time streamer or do you also work alongside? So I also work alongside streaming. Though to be honest, like I don't actually like make any money from streaming because I don't have you know, I don't have as many followers, or I just don't meet the criteria for what's the word? You know, for actually getting monetization in any way. So I'm just like, I'm basically just doing it for the fun of the game. What? Appreciate it. No, I appreciate you for watching, to be honest. Also, how many of these guys am I supposed to shoot? Okay, wait. As each dummy appears, hold down triangle to chill it with your ice shards. You must hit 10 dummies to pass the lesson. Oh, I can hold it? Do you love art, like draw anime or anything? So I do love art. As for me, like I generally, like I don't have the art chops, if I'm being completely honest. Honestly, I just look at other people's art and appreciate it for what it is, for the most part. Whether it's like I'm watching anime or watching someone else draw. In fact, I was just watching a video from a YouTube channel called... oh, actually, what was the channel called? I need to look it up real quick because I know it's in my history. But, did I run out of time already? Oh, you do digital art? That's really cool.
This way, oh mom.
I mean, I don't know how people get into art and are able to do it. Like, I know I need to, like, practice a lot to get good at it, but I feel like I've never been able to put in the time. Oh, yeah, so the channel I was thinking of was Spilled Ink. So, I work on commissions, so wait, let me just bring up the chat here. So would you like to see some of my recent creatives, if you don't mind? I'd love to share. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'd love to see... the only thing is I'm not sure how I would see it, though. So I do have a Discord, yeah. It's basically just the same name as my channel. But, yeah. I've been thinking about making a Discord actually for, you know, basically because like I make videos for YouTube and things like that. I was thinking of making like a Discord for like content creation and stuff to, you know, create a community. But the issue is that like moderation basically.
Check that out.
Or IG, there I can share you easily. I think Discord might be better. Wait, what? Hold on, wait. So what am I doing? So am I freezing these guys until they stop? Whoop. Okay, I got him. I think I sent you a request on Discord. Did you check to receive it? Wait, give me a sec. I'm just gonna have a quick look. I'm just having a quick look. Because I have to completely turn around to get my phone. Oh yeah, I did get it. Yeah, Nova the streamer, gotcha. Yeah, feel free to share. Alright, so after defeating the small dummies, press R2 to defeat the oncoming large dummies with your Ice Fury. Cool. Guess I'll do the wave right there, but yeah. But yeah, primarily at the moment I'll just be focusing on just streaming, and then I'll check out the Discord afterwards. Alrighty then. So, small guys are almost done so that I can take on the big guys with Fury. Ooh. Okay, the art actually looks really cool because, like, the This Is Count, for example, reminds me a lot of the style of Archer. And so, are these like different like streamers or content creators that you follow? Oh, that looks cool. Actually, I might. I mean, I hope you don't mind. At some point, maybe in the future, I might actually ask for a commission potentially. Because I've been looking to do some art, but I've been thinking about whether or not I want to go through with it. So hopefully, that's something that you'd be able to do.
What I'm saying,
But I'll probably message you later. I think it's good that I've got you on Discord thing.
Power to unlock a portal that must never be opened.
Why? What's behind this portal?
That doesn't concern you right now. What does concern you is getting to Munitions Forge.
Okay, Munitions Forge. That's the fireplace that we're talking about with the
from his powers.
what's it called? The train is the boss. Oh, so, okay, so it's actually inside of a volcano. Got
Plenty
it.
of time. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time? What, we need more time to have horrible things happen to us? Why didn't we just stay in Tall Plains? Oh, I'm a big deal there.
Quit complaining, Sparks. Maybe there's a tribe on Munitions Forge you can save too.
Yeah, but there's always something special about the first tribe you save. You know?
So, we're going into the volcano. Let's see what this is going to look like. Munitions Forge is an island dominated by Boitsabig.
An unstable volcano that makes life
Huh.
on the surface
Boitsabig.
very
What the heck
dicey.
kind of name is that?
The locals who live underground have been forced to mine the metals that Cinder uses to forge her army's weapons.
Okay, I kind of see what's going on
They're
here.
called manwismos.
Right. I need to write that down.
Rumor has it that Cinder is holding Pterodor somewhere in the mines. We know
This
she's
one might
using
actually be, I
the
think, the
last of the crystal she needs to
toughest
open the
boss in the game,
Free him
because once you've
before
got
she
the
gets the
pattern down,
chance.
basically the fight
Boy,
against
is it
Cinder is going to be the exact same.
It's big, but no time for sightseeing, Sparks. Time to get serious. Let's go.
Not again!
So, hopefully in an hour and a half time, I'll probably have made it through the entire area. Hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. But more of these monkey guys, as usual. Because honestly, why should I not even be surprised anymore? They just look ever so slightly different from the previous area. And that's about it. Anyway, time to move.
Here we go.
Whoop. Oh boy. Well, at least I know now that, hey, I should probably like flame him a little and then attack, rather than just attacking, because it seems like I'm leaving myself open to getting hit a couple of times sort of here and there. And that the biggest concern as far as the game goes is most likely going to be how many big guys they're going to throw at me, sort of one after another, while not giving me much in the way of being able to recover health or be able to distract enemies in any way, shape or form. But yeah, let's jump right on into the volcano, and I just I just fell off the rails here. I guess charging was just not a good idea at all here. Once you're done with your stream, feel free to reply to me on Discord. There's no rush. Yeah, no, I very much appreciate that. Thank you very much. Whoop. Alright, so, first and foremost, gonna aim for the big guy. Whoop. What the heck? Oh, I just fell off. I just fell off like the cliff that he was on. I take it that I don't have to beat him down. Presumably. Come to think of it, I need to re-record my review of Spyro Hero's Tale, because when I recorded it the first time, what ended up happening was that I couldn't hear my voice and the game volume was way too loud. So that ostensibly made it so that I just could not use the recording at all, and so I have to re-record my review of the game. But I'll do that, I think, after the stream. Or maybe tomorrow, something like that. I'm probably not in a rush now that I'm thinking about it. Whoop. Wait, did I actually get him? Okay, cool, I guess. Let's grab some gems. Recover health and do that other good stuff. So I take it we just smash this up and off we go.
What's that? Who's there?
It's me, Spyro.
And the former god of tall plains, Sparks.
You don't carry the stench of Cinder's beast, so you must be friends.
We are. And who are you?
I'm Molière,
leader of the Manwar Smalls. But I'm not much of a leader
Why
anymore.
is he French?
Those of my people who aren't manning for Cinder are holed up in their caves, scared out of their little wits, waiting for Buzzard's Big to blur. Which shouldn't be long. If you would help me free them, perhaps there's something I could do for you?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that
We're here to
sounds like it
rescue
kind
a
of
big
works
friend
out.
of ours.
Is he a Mate Dragon?
Yes. Why?
Because I know where he's been kept. In the mines near a large labor camp, where my own brother, ex-Humor, toils away. We can help each other.
Well, which way do we go? What should we do next?
Oh, it's simple enough, but we've got to hurry. Buzzard Big is getting more unstable by the minute. We must clear these caves before we can help your friend.
And you're asking him for directions? Wow, talk about blind leading the blind.
Forget him, Moyer. We're in.
Alright, so find and rescue all the Manwar Smalls. Press circle to attack the crystals that imprison them. So crystals are what's imprisoning the Manwar Smalls? Okay. I'll just smash up everything that we've got here and just keep moving down, I guess. Until we find... Oh, yeah, so these are the crystals here. And we get upgrade material as well. So you know what? It works out really well for us. Oh, it's like a... What the heck? So, like, one dude split into 3 more dudes. Well, not split into, but just summon 3 more dudes. Is this just infinitely spawning enemies? What the heck? Oh no, I just didn't finish that other dude off before. Well, that's always fun to know. The big guy is the one to look out for, though. He's dealing damage like it's nobody's business. Plus, he has a shield and is able to block things. Which is... Oh, that is very annoying. No, I'm dead. How the heck did I die?
Look out, world!
Well, anyway, we can at least continue on from here. But, unfortunately, he's also back at full health as well. And he's blocking even though he's on fire. What? How did I die? Did something... So something exploded. That's the only way I could have died. And I could feel an explosion for sure. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so I can just kind of flame him and then just wait for him to fall over so that I can start attacking again. So I've got an attack pattern down, if nothing else. It's just that when you have to deal with a large group of them, that's when things don't look too good for the most part. So the question is, how many of these Manwar Small guys do I need to actually save before we finally get to the point where we can actually fight the big boss? Smashing right on through. What I'll do is I'll wait for these guys to get close and then fire Fury. I need to make use of some of these attacks every now and again, so there is that too. Alright, cool. So, That's another couple of enemies that we've had to deal with. Let's make our way over to here. Oh yeah, so these fire beetles are enemies as well. Well, at least I'm being extra cautious and attacking anything that comes close. So, ooh, there's another one. Save them as well.
You did it! You did it!
Wait, what?
1,000 thanks!
Everything just kind of disappeared and then
Hey, no problem, pal.
Well,
we find
you
ourselves
did your
back here
part.
again.
Now I will do mine. Your friend is being kept in the center of the volcano, past the labor camp where my brother, ex-humor, is working. Find him and let him know we're friends, and he'll tell you how to proceed.
How will we know? Ex-humor.
Yeah, all you manor wee smalls look the same to me.
You will know him. Trust me. He is the most cantankerous, hard-nosed man we'll smell around. Whatever you do, don't get on his bad side.
Don't get on his bad side. Got it. But also, why does this guy sound so French? Is it just me? Or does he sound really French? I feel like I'm missing something here just completely. Okay, so let's get some... Oh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know what, now that I think about it, like the games that I review after finishing them on stream, like I should like really advertise my streams just to say, hey look, I've been streaming this game, and then just be like, oh, what's it called, you know, to just sort of come and join in. I suppose that's kind of like what it means to do like multiple different types of content and then hope that people are kind of jumping in and watching different things as well. Because like, I suppose Shorts does get a lot of views, but it's like weirdly aggressive on the algorithm. And it's really difficult to tell what, I guess, counts as a view or not half the time. Like how much do you need to watch before it counts as a view? Yeah, if I jump into that magma, I'm dead. So obviously these magma worms are fireproof, which means I need to use a different type of breath, or I can melee them into oblivion. I do need to kind of, I guess, pick my shots there. And come to think of it, I do need to download the GTA Definitive trilogy as well, because I'm sure I'm going to be streaming that at some point in the not too distant future, because mate of mine was like, hey, you should stream this game, and I'm like, good point. I mean, yeah, I probably should. Also, that was an accident. The Fire Fury, complete and utter accident. I just hit the L2 button, alright? But oh, actually no, I must have, not the L2 button, I accidentally hit the R2 button, is what I should have said. Wait, how did I... Ah, right. I feel like all enemies have some level of invincibility frames then. Because the big guy, he was able to attack, but he wasn't, like, reactive to getting hit by fire. But since I'm playing through, like, the Spyro games, I do have the Skylanders games as well. So I could play through all of the Skylander games except for... Swap Force, because I don't actually have Swap Force. And the only reason why I didn't get it was because of the fact that the game has an online achievement that's no longer been possible since 2014, 2015, something like that. I wonder if I should do some master duel content. Like, you know, there's so many different types of, like, you know, videos I could make, or you know, stuff that I can stream. Like, it's like a never-ending pile of things that I can do, but the question is, what's the stuff that I want to do? And how do I present it in a way that people will want to watch? I suppose that's kind of like the mind of a content creator in some ways. But for me, my issue largely just falls on, hey, I haven't been doing this for that long, so I'm still very much in that sort of experimental phase, but I feel like I'm already doing things that are just very, very particular in some ways. Where it's like, oh, I'm sticking to some stuff that kind of just, I know, works for me at least. Also, this Buffalo Beetle is not going to be doing anything when it comes to fire. I think hitting him with fire, no, not going to work. Not going to work. So the question then becomes Ice Breath. Like, I feel like that's what I'm going to have to use here. So the next breath I'm going to have to upgrade is going to be Ice. Actually, you know what? I'll just change over to Ice now. Since I can, like, freeze and then do, like, an insanely larger amount of damage that way. Alright, here we go. Cool, got him. What? How did he get... Man. I feel like I need to double jump at some point and then like head bash downwards or something.
Here we go.
Or use electric breath to push him away. Oh, I could use electric breath to push him away. Hold on. I think I'm onto something with the strategy. So the lava worms, easy enough. I can just melee them into oblivion. But this big guy, which I assume is going to be the big guy of the new enemies that we're going to be seeing. So hey, at least if nothing else, this volcano has given me new enemies to deal with different strategies as well. Also, he deals a lot of damage as well. What the heck? Like, he deals a decent chunk of health damage. But the thing about it is I do need to get used to fighting this thing, because eventually I am going to have to deal with him a lot more later on when it comes to the battle arenas. Like, I can't skip him, I think. But ideally I should be getting used to fighting this thing. So I beat him, but there's not going to be an easy way to take him out, which kind of sucks. Because there's another one down there. Of course there is. There always is. I wonder if I can make use of, like, Earth Breath when I get it. I feel like I might be able to.
Let's keep trying.
Oh, Silent Hill F is coming out soon. Oh, that's going to be good. I can't wait for Silent Hill F. And the fact that Borderlands 4 has already dropped, and the fact that, like, a lot of people are playing it. But I'm probably going to wait for a sale, because I am pretty much just going to be playing through every version of every Borderlands game. And I've already done, like, Original and 2, and I haven't even touched pre-sequel yet, even though technically, like, to me, that wasn't really, like, it never felt like a proper Borderlands game in my opinion. Pre-sequel just never felt that way to me. Oh, wait. Why didn't I jump when I just... why didn't I try and jump and melee him?
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, that did not work out.
Ready?
So, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to attack from a distance. What the heck? I'm trying to figure out, like, when is he invincible, when is he not, and how I can attack him to actually deal damage. Which is kind of getting a little bit annoying now. I'm going to try and use electricity instead. No! What? Wait, so when he blocks, he's able to deal damage to me? See, I wish charging was as good as it was in the previous games, because charging in this game sucks. I can't use it to escape when, like, I'm in the middle of attacking. Like, see, he's attacking me, but the problem is that I'm not able to make the best use of my combos here to attack him. Like, see, I dealt 0 damage and he almost killed me because I managed to push him backwards. But when I tried to melee him, he immediately started blocking right away. And that's what's really annoying. When is there an opportunity to deal damage? But also, what can I do to prevent myself from getting damage from his blocks and stuff? So going through that, like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, from a mechanics perspective, like, what can I do about that? And there really isn't much now that I'm kind of looking at this. Also, wait a second, am I going backwards? Oh yeah, I was going backwards. Okay, so I could have just completely skipped him. Okay, that's good to know now. He gave me some practice. Yeah, here we go. There we go. And then we'll just make it across here. Whoop. Anyway, let's keep moving because that guy I think might have just fell back in and I don't want to go through the previous area again. Alright, so what are we doing here? Looks like a giant bell.
I bet you can't ring that bell.
Why would I want to?
Oh, you're scared.
I'm not scared.
Oh, the big special dragon is scared of the mean old bell. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Why don't I get your pillow? You lay down.
So he just kind of taunted him for no reason. And obviously nothing good was going to come from ringing the bell anyways.
Spyro, can you hear me? You okay, buddy? Hey, listen, forget about those cracks I made about your fatness and your being purple and stupid and fat. Alright? Just get out of there, please, Spyro. Don't be dead.
Hey Jonathan, you missed the first Legend of Spyro game? I mean, the game came out, what, 2006 if I remember right? So it has been a long time.
Did you say something?
Also, wait. Oh yeah, so this is where he gets the Earth breath, if I remember right. So
Thinking of my day I gotta do.
Well, just thought I heard something before I blasted my way out.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no. Must be hearing things.
okay, here we go. So more enemies are being thrown our way. You have learned the Earth Shot breath. Press left to select it, of course. And you can upgrade this breath further in the level up screen. And of course, I'm sure we're going to get a tutorial about it when we save Terrador, of course. Oh yeah, this breath is not going to be particularly strong as well, given that I haven't upgraded it at all. I'll just go back to fire and just kind of use that for the time being, I think. It came out several months after Kingdom Hearts 2, so it got some attention for how similar the gameplay was to it. That's okay. I didn't actually think of it that way, but yeah, because the thing is, Kingdom Hearts games do have a sort of combo system when you're using the Keyblade, yes. And I guess when you think about, you know, spells taken from Final Fantasy games used in a similar style could ostensibly be close to like using the different elements of breath, but oh, I accidentally hit R2, damn it. Anyway, okay, so I can see some similarities, but I mean, I feel like Legend of Spyro and Kingdom Hearts 2 are still very, very different games, I feel like. Because of the two, preferably, I would much rather play Kingdom Hearts 2. But that's because I like RPGs more than action platformers and things like that. And in saying that, I'm sure the Metacritic would also reflect something very similar of like, oh yeah, that Kingdom Hearts 2 would probably be preferred from a general sense. Because Kingdom Hearts 2 also actually added like the ability to use like 2 Keyblades and things like that in certain parts of the game, so that was really cool. And then there was also the re-releases as well. I do want to go back and like replay the Kingdom Hearts series. Can you knock up enemies with the square button in KH2 because they did automatically in this game with the 4-hit combo? Oh. Dang, it's been so long. I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure you should be able to, because then you can just jump up and like
Come on, Sparks, we've gotta catch them.
Actually no, it would have been a 3-hit combo, wouldn't it, in Kingdom Hearts? If the enemy was small and light enough, you should have been able to knock that Heartless up in the air. Find 3 levers and press circle to smack them into place. 3 levers? Wait a second. Because I'm pretty sure that train, the demon train thing, is going to be the boss of the area. Hold up. Wait, so I need to find the levers. But I also want to just take out the enemies first. Just so I don't... Oh yeah, there's one thing there. Okay, so these fire cannons are going to be real annoying to deal with. Because they don't do a single shot. Instead, they do basically this whole breath of fire. Wait, am I dead? How did I die? Oh, did he like pulsate like a fire thing? Not gonna lie, I wish I could like... Wait. What am I doing all the way back here? I'm glad this game can skip cutscenes with the L1 button, but first Kingdom Hearts game, you are stuck on it. Wait. We can skip cutscenes? Because I've not seen anything that would allow me to skip cutscenes in this game so far. And the thing is that I don't think I ever did, especially when I played it on the Xbox. Back in the day when I borrowed the game from Video Easy. I gotta try that. Also, I spawned like a surprising amount far back than I thought I was going to. Because I've like managed to traverse a decent amount just now. I gotta try that. Though, thanks for mentioning that, Jonathan. I'll give that a shot and see if I can like skip the cutscene. Although in saying that, I'm probably sure the cutscenes that I'm going to be skipping are basically the tutorial ones where we need to do that. Yes, you can. It's the left trigger button and the second game as well. Interesting. Okay. No, that's good to know. That's good to know. Where's the next one? Oh, there it is. I can see that a lot of the changes that were made from Enter the Dragonfly going into A Hero's Tale was certainly put into the gameplay of Legend of Spyro that we see here now. From the double jumping to the hanging on to the edges rather than, you know, and not having any sort of hover mechanic. And then of course we have the combat being a little bit more sort of like, you know, melee action focus with elemental breath. What about in Dawn of the Dragon? Like, is it possible to skip cutscenes in that one? Third Legend of Spyro uses skip cutscene with pause because people got confused what to press. You know what? I'm with the people. I was also confused and didn't know what to press either. So it's good that you mentioned the L2 button, L1 button. L1 or L2? Oh, it is L1. Yep, that worked. That did in fact work. Right, so I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. Let's just keep firing and hope that I'm doing the right thing. Fingers crossed. Am I actually damaging the caboose? Yeah, I am. Cool. I heard the third Kingdom Hearts game on PS4 has autosave feature like the first Legend of Spyro. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. Oh yeah, so I need to use the left stick to speed up. I don't know if the first Legend of Spyro having an autosave is a good thing. It did happen to be a good thing when I was traversing through tall plains. You know, like when you're on the... Well, it happened earlier on in the stream, but basically when you're going through the... Or what's it called? On the little airship thing. Oh, I think I'm going too fast. Am I? Oh yeah, now I can attack Steam. Wait, but how am I going to recover my breath? Now that's the question. Kingdom Hearts 3 does have autosave feature alongside manual save, but the first two Legend of Spyro games just use autosave with no manual save. Yeah, that's true. There is no manual save in the Legend of Spyro games. But that's because you select a save slot, basically. So we have 3 save slots for Legend of Spyro. Though I feel like that very much follows like Spyro as a series. There's always been, you know, save slots, and Spyro basically has had autosave since Spyro 2, I want to say, is the first game that had autosave. I remember this from when I was playing it as a kid. I remember this area, actually. That's crazy that I even would. And I remember struggling, which is also an unnecessary detail to bring up, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I just kind of pushed him off the edge at this point. It just autosaved right now. Yeah, because we saw the disc on the left-hand side. That looks like a floppy disk. Remember, like, how games had autosave and it would just use a floppy disk image? Man, floppy disks haven't been around in a really long time, which is, like I said, this is crazy to think about more than anything else. Yeah, I'm just going to knock these guys off the ledge because that's the easiest way to basically take them all out. Cool. Alright, so what have we got next? We have these guys to deal with. Ah, that's going to be fun. Magma worms. Let's just push them off the edge. I am a genius. Just knock them off the edge because I know for a fact if they were given the chance, they would absolutely do that to me as well. Oh man, you know what? At least if nothing else, I'm having fun knocking enemies off ledges, so that's a positive for this game. And the Electro Breath makes that possible. Thank you, Electro Breath. You will be missed for whenever I stop playing the game. When I finish the game, actually, because I'm sure I'm getting close. Most people don't know about that icon that much to this day and exit the game without knowing and has to lose all the progress. Yeah, because when I finished streaming the first time I played this game, I did end up waiting for like an autosave to happen before I stopped because I didn't want to lose any progress. Oh yeah, now he finally falls off. What the heck? Yeah, people just assume that autosave is everywhere now, and autosave is a nice thing to have. It's very much a quality of life feature to avoid progress loss. But sometimes you just want to manually save rather than rely on autosave, because there are times where you want to do save scumming and things like that to make things getting through a game a little bit easier. You know, when you have that option, it's a nice to have among other things. Oh. Oh. It's almost like as if this guy just does not want to move. What the heck? What about that guy? Can I flame him from here? No, I can't. Oh no, I'm falling off. Damn it. Here we go. I think the third Legend of Spyro game uses manual save spots instead, but they took out autosave. That's interesting. To have autosave in the first two games and then just remove it for the third. That being said, the third game was developed by a different studio altogether compared to the first two Legend of Spyro games. Still though, I'm surprised at like how you know, this was one of the first few games I ever rented back in the day. Which is gonna make me seem real old, but you know, it is what it is. It's reality in a way for me. Cool. Whoop! More enemies. What the heck? All right, so I do need to get more gems, so I'm just hoping that this is going to be enough for me to not die, I hope. Okay, so I'm just going to stay here, wait for another train to pass, and then I'm going to jump on and run. Because I'm pretty sure that... Are these fire beetles going to give me some life? Yes, they are. Cool. Okay. I did not know they could damage me as well. That's crazy. Up until now, I've been able to beat these guys pretty easily. The third Legend of Spyro game was developed by a French company who made Asterix and the games with those Viking guys. Ooh, they developed the Asterix games? Because, like, that... I love the comic series from back in the day. And it's been around for a long ass time too.
We're on your side.
More likely spies for the conductor, or that flying beast, Cinder.
No, Moliere sent us.
My brother is alive?
He sure is, pal. He's all safe and sound. But I gotta say, he's the friendly one in the family.
I'm sorry. In these dark times, one can't take chances.
I feel like they're saying, oh, it's dark, and they are trying to do a darker take than usual, but like, it doesn't need to be that way. It can just be fun, you know?
Well, he said you might be able to tell us where our friend Terrador is.
If he's a big dragon, I certainly can. The majority of the Manwir Smalls are kept here in this camp.
So I think it's fair to say that this is the final camp before we reach the final area, I take it.
There are rumors that your dragon friend is being kept somewhere inside, in the darkest pits of the volcano.
Interesting, okay.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I mean, we're going to free the Manwir Smalls, venture to the darkest pits of Big, and find Terrador.
Then, it's off to karaoke.
Alright, so break the cages to rescue the man swarms.
Let's do it.
Man with smalls. So what the heck is this thing? Oh, are these things? Oh, those things are the cages. Got it. Okay, got it. Cool, cool. Spyro has been on quite a trajectory after the original games came out. Because even though we had the original trilogy, then we had Into the Dragonfly, which was trying to be a little bit more of Spyro 3 some more. Then we had not Into the Dragonfly, A Hero's Tale, which was a cool idea, except that it was done incredibly poorly and had some terrible ideas in the end. I heard they cancelled the movie and TV show of Legend of Spyro because they thought it was difficult to translate the dark themes and deep storylines into animation, and Kingdom Hearts also did that. To be completely honest, I don't really see the deep storyline, to be completely fair. It's just a lot of stuff happening, and I'm just kind of sitting here thinking to myself, actually, what? You know what? Is that the reason why they have so many, like, big-name voice actors? Like Elijah Wood and Gary Oldman? Because they basically tried to do that with the Crash series as well, mind you. Crash Mind Over Mutant had some incredible, well-delivered, like, animation. The lines of some of the, like, the line delivery for some of the cutscenes were absolutely incredible. So I could absolutely see that being the case. Also, me hitting R2 was by complete and utter accident. Again, I feel like every time I use this move, it's always by accident.
Well, I see you two
So it
crazy
seems like
kids
they're
found
trying
each
to,
other.
like, back in the day, they tried to create an animated series for The Legend of Spyro and Crash, specifically the Crash of the Titan and Mind Over Mutant Crash that we saw.
The conductor and his maniacal locomotive will surely be close by.
When you say be careful, does that mean try not to die? I'm trying to do that anyway.
Come, Humor. We must get all the Manwir Smalls underground, where they belong.
Yes, it won't be long now.
Alright, so now we know which way to go. The door is open and away we go. The lower budget of these games were supposed to be higher budget like Square Enix, but had many problems that came out that also got lost in development. No, that's perfectly fair. Hey Mojave Knight, been a while, how you doing? No, I can absolutely see that. Because the games aren't great, in my opinion. And it feels like a lot of assets are copied and pasted, which is why we find ourselves in areas where we're just basically running around, fighting enemies, God of War style, basically. So I kind of get that. Oh no, another one of these guys. Time to get out the Electro Breath. Where we at? Great playing on my Xbox now. Let's be real, remember, everything is an Xbox, you remember? But no, how's the Xbox journey going for you at the moment? You did say you were gonna buy an Xbox. Actually, how's Asura's Wrath? I guess I should be asking. My toilet is the best Xbox. It's probably full of as many good games, some might say. Some thought the budget of the 3 Legend of Spyro games went into the GBA and DS versions, where they were downgraded versions of the console version. No, that's fair. Playing New Vegas? Ah, that sounds exactly like you, Mojave Knight. Because I know you're a fan of New Vegas, and of course you had the Ranger as a DP for like the longest time. But yeah, so it doesn't really cost that much to downgrade versions of a game, because the DS and GBA were always considered like the place for lesser versions of console games that we used to see back in like what, the PS2 Xbox generation. And I know that, like, you know, this game that I'm playing here, Legend of Spyro, was definitely during that time as well. Though this was very late, I think, in that generation, mind you, given that we're talking about, what, 2006? Oh, Mojave Knight, before I forget to ask, which ending did you originally get when you first played New Vegas? Because I can definitely tell you the one that I remember getting first, and it was an interesting one, to say the least. But I want to hear yours first before I say mine, just in case. Because I know, like, New Vegas is just a fun time all around. Oh, there's 2 of them. God, I hate these scorpions, but man, there's 2 of them. I need to deal with them. NCR? So the one I got was Caesar. So you got NCR first, and I got Caesar. That's interesting. Oh no, sorry, not Caesar. Not Caesar. It was Mr. House. Mr. House. That was my one. And I chose to save Mr. House, not kill Mr. House.
I think I have the strength to go on.
Wow, you're awful. You know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. I wanna survive, man. Kingdom Hearts handheld games felt like a downgrade version of console games too, but they at least put original plots to expand the plot more. I would agree with you on that if it weren't for Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep, in my personal opinion, is the best Kingdom Hearts game of all time. I did NCR, Yes Man, and Legion. Oh, because Yes Man was the thing one, right? Mr. House. Because I'm pretty sure I got Legion of Caesar last. And with I think with Kingdom Hearts, they tried to do like, I guess the downgraded versions are more so like Chain of Memories coming out on the phone and then getting Rechain of Memories afterwards on PS2. I did Legion on PS3 for the Platinum Trophy. We do need to get all of the endings to get the Platinum for the PS3. That much is for certain. Wait, did I accidentally hit the L2 button again? Dang. I was not intending on doing that, like, at all. I'm gonna stick to fire, thank you very much. I think, Coded and Recoded might also be another example of, like, Coded coming out on phones and then Recoded happening, on DS afterwards. Because the thing is that, from a gameplay perspective, they're still kind of different when you think about the PSP games. Sorry, not PSP. The handheld titles of the of what's it called, Kingdom Hearts. But Breath by Sleep to me is honestly like just the best of the lot. New Vegas almost killed me yesterday. Oof. Ooh, what happened? Exhausted? Probably just finishing up work and then coming home to play some New Vegas, only to be like super tired and everything. That makes sense. Like man, life is just tiring as a whole. We've had the discussion before, you know. It could be interesting if Legend of Spyro had a higher production value and made original plots too. It could flesh out the story and maybe more, and maybe use the PSP and 3DS as well. It's unfortunate that we never got a PSP Legend of Spyro game, but this was largely, I think, because we did get DS and GBA, but they were just the same game, just worse. Because I've played the GBA version of the game, where it took like 20 to 30 minutes to beat the first boss, for example. The dude who's the ice knight guy. I was doing double perks glitch and it took over 5 hours. God damn, son. that is commitment, because I never did the double perks glitch, surprisingly enough. I just got I didn't even know that existed until now. If I ever need to know anything about New Vegas, I mean, I'll be sure to ask you. The second Legend of Spyro was better than the first GBA game. Interesting. Oh, did they make all 3 games available on GBA and DS? For so we have Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning, then we have Eternal Night, and then we finally have Dawn of the Dragons. Because the thing is, I never actually played the second and third games of Legend of Spyro. Like, I've only played the first one, and I mean, I'm playing it right now, so I suppose that's pretty obvious to some extent as well. Pressing the 2 buttons, I felt drained. I'm gonna look it up now. There's a double perk glitch, and if you're pressing just 2 buttons for like 5 hours, man, that's just commitment right there to the grind. No, only New Beginning and Eternal Night had GBA, but the third was made for DS. Ah, I see. Oh, okay. We made it to the boss, and I think we made it to the boss faster than I thought. It only took an hour rather than an hour and a half to get to the boss of the area. But it's good to know that like it was New Beginning, Eternal Night that had GBA versions. Given that by that point, I think the potential of like making more GBA games didn't exist anymore. Because they might have stopped development for GBA cartridges altogether by like 2007, 2008. Okay. So the strategy for this fight, I can't remember what it was, so I'm going to have to remind myself what I need to do here. But basically, I need Steam to run into something. I just can't remember what it was exactly. I'll see if I can try and flame the train. No, he's going in the opposite direction. Oh, I'm supposed to attack him when he does that, I think. Or I'm supposed to freeze him. Kingdom Hearts GBA was I love... If love can move mountains, then I can survive the grind. 100%. Kingdom Hearts GBA was weird because that version came first and the console version came a few years later. That's almost identical in gameplay. Yeah, that's because there's so... basically, Chain of Memories and Rechain of Memories, yes, that absolutely did happen. And I think you could probably say the same thing for Coded and Recoded, because keeping in mind that, like, it was actually a Java phone game originally before the PS2 version came out, and the same thing happened with, what's it called? Coded and Recoded, which was, Coded was a phone game, Recoded was the GBA, not GBA, the DS game. If you have a PC, then you don't need this glitch. Ah, okay, okay. So it's a console only, like, or a console beneficial glitch. Ah, I got crushed. I need to catch up. Or not. That didn't really work out for me as well as I'd hoped. I'm just gonna keep flaming him until eventually, like, this bar of health goes down. If you have a PC, then you don't. We also got Java phone games for Legend of Spyro for all three. Man, it's been a long ass time since I played some of the Java phone games. Like, the same thing happened for me with the Crash games as well. I remember playing Crash Boom Bang. That was a Java phone game as well. What else? There's so much stuff, man. I think the main thing right now is to just keep surviving, and then eventually... When is he gonna stop? That's... Maybe he might not, actually. That's a good point to keep in mind. He might not even stop. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me use the ice breath real quick here. Oh, here we go. Yep, so he's on his last bar of health. I've almost got him. Damn, I'm almost dead as well. Holy cow. Ooh, that was a close one. That was a close one. Don't stay in the same area for too long. That's definitely the thing to do here. And don't get too close to the train, it seems like. I'm playing on console not to have the ability to be a god in the game with console commands. That's fair. Console commands, Jesus Christ. It's funny they made an iPhone version of Devil May Cry 4, but you can't get it anymore. I feel like a lot of old games are just not doable. Like, you can't get anymore because they just shut those games down, basically. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I should have used my Fury attack, actually. Oh, actually, you know what? Checkpoint. There is a checkpoint for, Well, so much for hoping that I was going to be able to do a little bit more damage. That would have been nice. But I wonder if I can just flame them in the front and then get crushed slightly. Oh. You know what would be pretty good? This. Fury. Oh, I need to recover my health. Because I am about to die.
Okay, that's it. Playtime's over.
Oh, I've almost got him. I've almost got him. Got him. The train is down. I played DMC4 on iPhone. Tell me how it was, because I'm curious. Then it disappeared years ago. Fair enough. I think I prefer Crash of the Titans more than Twinsanity because they didn't go too crazy with the jokes. The thing is that the jokes were at least somewhat fun when it came to Twinsanity, at least from what I've seen. Like Cortex dressing up as Coco, for example, and tricking Crash. If there's something that I know about it, it would certainly be that.
He's got a name, you know.
Yes, my name is Spyro. And you must be Terrador.
Yes, yes I am. And I must say I never thought I'd live to meet you, Spyro.
Look, I'd love to sit here and hug everybody and chit-chat, but how about we leave before the volcano blows us up?
You're right. I've got to tell the others what Cinder is up to.
Let's go. Right behind you.
Why does it feel like 50 Cent is the one who's actually voicing Terrador here? Or am I like completely missing something? Oh, and there's Cinder, by the way. We haven't seen Cinder up until... Like, we've always seen Cinder fly away until now. Did you play Infamous 1 and 2? I have not played Infamous 1 and 2, but I do have both games installed on my PS3 at the moment. I do want to play them. But I'm still just waiting off of changing jobs before I do. Because again, those are among games that I want to play, that I've been kind of stopping myself from doing so. I don't like seeing Crash kick people's organs. It's hard to watch in Twinsanity. That's fair, but then do you reckon they went too far in Mind Over Mutant then? That would probably be my next question. Because I feel like Mind Over Mutant was certainly like in the sort of Twinsanity range. Okay, so I hope we have checkpoints. We won't know until we try. But, yeah. I'm basically just speeding up as much as I can. And then recovering green, and then just going back in. I'm shocked. Don't be, if I'm being completely honest. There we go. I didn't like Mind Over Mutant that much either. I only like Crash, Wraith of Cortex, and Titans more. That's interesting. Okay, Wrath of Cortex and Titans. In saying that, I'm pretty sure my little brother has actually played more Infamous than I have, because he at least booted up #1, I think. And here I'm advocating for like older PlayStation icons, and yet haven't even really jumped in and played it. I do have it at least. If nothing else, I do have that. I was thinking about getting a physical copy, but I think I got it digitally because of the you get access to all three Infamous games on PS3, which was Infamous 1, Infamous 2, and of course, how can we forget Festival of Blood, which was the standalone game, and probably part of the reason why we have a standalone Infamous game with Second Son in the form of First Light. Crash of the Titans DS was unique because it played closer to the first 4 Crash games. That's true. It was the side-scrolling nature of the Crash games, if I remember correctly.
We've got to find them. Help Ignitus.
They're gone, Spyro. There's nothing we can do.
I don't care. Ignitus wouldn't leave me.
Spyro, he's right.
I'm right? Oh my god, that's a first.
Yes. You'd never find them in this mess, and you're not ready to face Cinder yet. Time to fight will come, but it is not now.
I guess you're right. Let's go.
These CGI cutscenes remind me of the opening and ending scenes of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Yeah, I can kind of see that in some ways. I didn't realize that there were CGI cutscenes in this game until... No, actually, no, never mind. The cutscenes at the beginning of the game were also CGI as well, and sort of in between. So, actually, you know what? Never mind. That was a thought that went absolutely nowhere.
It's my fault. I failed Ignitus when he needed me most. It's just that the sight of Cinder so close just...
Made your heart stop? Put ice in your veins? Scared the crud out of you?
Yeah, something like that.
All warriors feel fear at one time or another, Spyro. There's no shame in that.
Infamous 1 had a web browser game, and Infamous 2 had a Facebook game years ago. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, neither of those games exist anymore. Which is the most unfortunate thing about having things be web-based, and why live services just don't work in the long run, in my opinion.
From what I saw of you on Munitions Forge, you are one such warrior. Young
It is now time to learn about the Earth Breath and what we can do with it.
Spyro, come here.
I should probably upgrade my breath, I think. So I'll finish upgrading the electric breath, and I'll start upgrading the earth breath. I'm going to completely ignore the ice breath for now. Because it doesn't seem that important. I was always wondering why Legend of Spyro series could not meet the same level as Kingdom Hearts series. I think that's asking a little bit too much, because you need to have likable characters to start off with, and the thing is that there are Disney characters with, what's it called? There are Disney characters when you're looking at something like, with Kingdom Hearts. So you already have something that Legend of Spyro doesn't immediately have. Fun game sadly gone. That's unfortunate that those games are no longer playable, or in any sort of playable state now at this point. I wonder how they played, because again, Festival of Blood I feel like is a very good example of like having a side game that really works for the franchise.
Let's begin.
Even if it's not canon, it's still fun to just revisit, replay, because I have played Festival of Blood, but I haven't played 1 or 2, which is very funny to think about. So maybe if Kingdom Hearts had only original characters like Spyro, it may not be as popular. Yes, I would certainly say so. But the thing is that Spyro by himself is also, keeping in mind, not an original character. Every other character around Spyro, well, Spyro and Sparks are still here, but every other character is not. So I wouldn't say that Spyro only has original characters. Whereas, if there were no Disney characters in Kingdom Hearts,
Come over here.
it would probably be more original. Chase after dummies and press square to shoot the dummies with your earth breath. Yeah, okay, so. Basically, the earth breath allows me to basically do shockwaves. We got him. We got him.
Hope for you yet, young dragon.
Over here.
I'm trying to pick up more of these purple gems, so I can at least be able to do the thing sooner. Oh, is he in the middle already? Press triangle to throw the earth bomb at the dummies. Stay within the elemental wall. Okay, so it basically turns into like a sort of creates like a sort of tornado in a way that keeps the enemies up. Nice. So it allows for more aerial combos as well. That's cool. I like that. I think if Legend of Spyro had more classic Spyro characters from the original series, like Sergeant Bird or Elora, it would get more attention.
Looks like Ignitus may have been right about you.
Maybe. And the only reason why I say maybe is because the thing is, Legend of Spyro is nothing like the original Spyro games, mind you. So it's still very much worth keeping that in mind as well. Whoop. Oh, I got both of them at once. Sweet. Oh, damn, there was one left. They might have to change the characterization of classic Spyro characters in them to put them in Legend of Spyro, like how they use different versions of Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts. Actually, you know what, Jonathan? That's actually a really great example of what they could do. You know what? You're selling me on this idea more and more of you having classic Spyro characters, because that right there was actually excellent reasoning as to why that could potentially work. Is just changing the characterization a little, and ultimately that might actually be quite beneficial, I think, in that sense. So yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. I do actually think that that is a brilliant idea. Because not all Final Fantasy characters are the same as they are in their Final Fantasy games, respectively. They are quite different, but they are similar in some ways in terms of like who the characters are, what they're about, what weapons they use, and that sort of thing. It's just some slight differences in like something that seems a little bit more like what you would expect to see in a Kingdom Hearts game. Sweet.
You might prove to be a true warrior.
They added a classic Spyro character in the third Legend of Spyro game, which is Hunter to go alongside these versions of Spyro and Sparks. Okay, so I've never actually played Dawn of the Dragon, so I will be interested to see how that goes. I'm sure I'm going to play Dawn of the Dragon at some point in the future, but it will be a little bit later on, mind you. But I, like, again, if you don't mind, you know, sticking it out and watching the streams and stuff, hopefully we'll eventually get there and I'll actually be able to see what the, you know, kind of what's going on in that sense. Because I would be interested to see how Hunter works in Dawn of the Dragon. Alright, so how many more purple gems do we need? We're almost there, we're almost there. I wonder what Earth Fury is going to look like, because it's been a long time since I've seen it. Oh wait, so I need to wait until the actual big guys show up. even though I've completely filled up my gauge. Alright, here we go, and the R2. Earth Fury, let's go. Boulders from the sky. I think they somewhat made an evil version of Agent 9 from the classic Spyro in the second game, but he has a different name.
Final confrontation awaits.
I wonder why they called him Agent 10. Nah, I'm sure that it's going to be something a little bit more creative than what I just said. But yeah, so we're finally here. Starting off at the... We're basically now in like the final area of the game.
You've done well, Spyro.
Yes, yes, pat on the back, good going, all that other rubbish, but we've got to get moving here.
Oh, Cyril is terribly obnoxious, but in this case, he happens to be right, Pterodor. Ignitus is the final piece to Cinder's puzzle. If that last crystal is powered, the portal will open, and we'll all be done for.
I know.
Oh yeah, because Ignitus was able to escape Cinder's clutches and not have the fire crystal be absorbed or anything like that. It's like in this game where the main enemies are monkeys that are trying to make you think they are Agent 9 army. I don't really see that. They're more like I wouldn't really call them monkeys. They're more like not even orangutans. They're more like gorillas over monkeys. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is Spyro's time to shine. Now go to it, young dragon.
Yes, sir.
Wow, you guys make even me want to face Cinder. Did I say that out loud?
Yes, he did say that aloud. Out loud. I'm still functional. I'm still a functional human being. Cause my God, my brain just farted right there.
Cinder's lair is where hope goes to die, Spyro. A dark, foreboding place in which Cinder broods and skulks and plans her next assault. You must make your way to her fortress, where I'm sure
Cinder's
Ignitus is
fortress,
being
where
held.
Ignitus is being held.
Next time I say that I want to face Cinder, why don't you go ahead and punch me in the mouth?
No problem.
I think he'd be more than happy to punch him. But yeah, so I remember struggling a lot in this final area of the game back in the day. And it looks exactly like I remember it. Just a dark area that looks like we're kind of in the middle of space in a way.
We've got to take them out.
So, first and foremost, we definitely need to break these crystals and upgrade whatever I can, because I'm going to need to get whatever I can. I always find that the inspiration from A Legend of Spyro got a few ideas from the Redwall novels. I've actually never read the Redwall novels. I've known of them, but never read them. So maybe there, like there could be some correlation there. I feel like you'd be the better judge of that, just because I'm sure you must have read them to be able to make that conclusion. Oh boy, that chunky monkey is almost certainly wanting to break something, and that's probably me at the moment. There is a Redwall TV show too, which I watched online. Also, you're more familiar with it through the TV show rather than the novel, right? Interesting. Because you never know where like half of the original material of things come from. Whether something comes from a novel, whether it comes from like a real life event, for example, or I'm trying my best not to say comic book, because that's a common one that we see a lot. What's another weird adaptation that I could think of? I'm sure there's something. Oh, he's gonna run away? Coward. I think I've got my strategy down for fighting enemies. It's just the really, really big guys that I'm kind of a little bit annoyed by. Ooh, slugs? Slimes? What are they? Oh, electric leeches. Okay. Now these guys I know are dangerous. Oh, that last one is gonna survive, I think. There's still gonna be one leech there when I reach the area. Oh, I'm all the way at the beginning. What they? I heard they want to remake the Redwall TV series to be more faithful to the books and make it darker compared to the more toned down original seasons. That becomes a little bit confusing. The reason why I say that is because, well, you've got the originally adapted series there, but then when people look at it, they're like, well, do I watch this season, this series, or do I watch the series that they made after the fact? Making things a little bit confusing in a sense, but I suppose it's not like, you know, the end of the world necessarily. It's just like, when you've done the series once, I think it's better to do it in a different way. I think that something like One Piece is the way to go regarding that, something like that. Where you've got, like, you know, the original animated series, and then you've got a live action version, which is easily, like, identifiably different. Until they do the remake where they make the thing better, the what's it called? The pacing better for the animated version of One Piece. Wait, how did I die? Oh, the shockwaves. How are these enemies able to, like these big guys are able to just do some massive shockwaves? I think using fire breath is a lot better than using earth, because earth uses up a lot of breath, whereas fire doesn't. But I fully upgraded fire compared to earth. The main complaint was that Redwall was on a kids channel where they had to lower the portrayal of the violence in that censored to more brutal deaths. Okay, that's very important context right there. That, yeah, okay, if you're going to do it on a children's channel, then yes, I guess I kind of get it. But at the same time, I feel like changing things from an adaptation point of view just doesn't make sense. Like, if you're going to adapt something, make it as faithful as possible. Make it so that it's as close to its original counterpart as it can be. And if you're wanting to do a side story or a sub story, that's all well and good, but maybe do it in a different way. Kind of like a Better Call Saul to Breaking Bad, basically. Give it a new name, but make it identifiably similar to only to the extent to which you can tell, oh, this is a side series or a subplot, so to speak. Alright, give me a second. That was actually a great short I can make out of that last bit there. Here we go. Actually, what's the level up menu look like at the moment? Yeah, I don't actually have much in the way of purple gems, so I will need to collect a lot more of those for sure. So I think by the time I hit Cinder, I should be able to upgrade the main breath to max at least. Because I'm not going to upgrade the bombs purely for the purposes of I never use them. Maybe the earth bomb might come in handy, but that's a big might. Oh man, I remember just going through like waves and waves of enemies in the final area just to reach Cinder. And then like the fight against Cinder was like on like just a singular platform at the far, basically depths of like this area that we're going through right now. And this is one of the bigger fights in the entire game as well. The one that we're having right here in front of the gates of the Citadel. Oh boy, I didn't even see the enemies just because of the stupid camera. But I digress. Will the doors open for me? One example of a death in Redwall TV show is that a badger kills a lady by stabbing her off screen, while in the novel, he throws her to a wall, instantly killing her. I feel like the novel felt a little bit more toned down by... Well, no, actually. The tone only happened because of... what's it called? What's the word? Actually, no, off-screen does seem a bit better, only in the sense that, like... well, actually, would off-screen technically be better? I don't even know anymore. I feel like off-screen is only better because people don't see it. But, like, if she only died by being thrown to a wall, then I don't know how to feel about that because it doesn't seem that bad. And off-screen deaths are always the worst because you're always like, did she die? Did she not die? You know, what the situation is and all of that type of thing. Alright, let's try and make our way through here. Alright, so now we're in the Citadel and making our way through. The show still has some brutal deaths. It's the reason why most people complain about the show kids are watching, which are hard to censor. Then I guess it didn't really make much point to actually, you know, adapt it in the first place then. Because you don't want to defeat all Cinder's forces to activate the crystal platform. Okay. Yeah. It really does feel like there was no point in, like, adapting the novel at all then and making a show of it when they could have made something just completely different. Because you don't want to change too much of the original material of something, otherwise it just completely loses its identity in that way. I'm basically just bashing the enemies right where they're coming from. How many more can come through here? Another one. Oh, it's a big one too. Oh, big Earl one. Medium-sized one, let's say.
Nice work, big guy. Now for the next one.
Redwall did have a few new PC games on Steam recently, and it captured the tone of the novel much better. Actually, I'm curious. Hold on. Let me have a quick look at this. PC games of Redwall. Oh, I recognize the art style of Redwall, actually. The original TV show was from 1999 to 2002. And they made a movie as well. Interesting. Okay. This might actually be... Oh, actually, you know what? I think I've heard of this. The Redwall getting PC games. I don't know how I heard of this. No, actually, I heard of it from a channel called Outside Xbox. That's the reason why I know about Redwall. That's probably where I heard it from originally. So I guess this is kind of like an interesting everything coming full circle in a way, where originally I wasn't as interested, but like I guess the more we talk about it, the more interest I get because now I know more about it. Alright, one more guy, or a couple more guys I should say. And then that should allow us to continue moving forward.
Almost there.
Alright, what's happening here? What the heck is that? Do I just stand here and ignore it, or what? That's what I'm probably going to do. I'm just going to probably just stand here and ignore it. Just defeat the enemies, that's all I really need to do. Simplify my objective to its core, and I think we should be good for the most part. I think most people complain about Legend of Spyro not getting released on PC or other modern systems, which is a little bit strange. I mean, to be honest, I feel like a lot of classic games should get released. When I say classic, I mean older games. Games on the PS2 generation do absolutely deserve to get re-released. PS1 games do deserve a little bit more time in the sun. Yes, they might not play as well as they used to, but you know, people still look back at them fondly because they're games that do things that I feel like games that we currently get don't do. I think about, like, you know, Kingdom Hearts games getting re-released, for example. Kingdom Hearts is a series that we likely won't see being all that similar to other games that we currently have, or something like Metal Gear just being Metal Gear, basically. Which is why Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater getting a remake in the form of Metal Gear Solid Delta, I think is a great thing. It's just a PS2 game all over again, but it's a good PS2 game all over again. Oh, okay, I can actually beat the Conduit. Ape Escape is still stuck on old systems as well. I 100% agree with that. I think that Ape Escape games should come back. Though, with that being said, Ape Escape has come back in some way, so we can actually play Ape Escape 1, 2 on the PS5, as well as Ape Academy. Ape Academy 2, I just think Ape Escape 3 hasn't come back yet. So Ape Escape games are actually playable on newer platforms like the PS5. It's just that you need to have either premium or to pay for the games through the PlayStation Store, because they're not making physical copies of those, unfortunately, which I would very much have liked. But yeah, there's a lot of like old franchises I would like to make, you know, a return. Midtown Madness, Mech Assault on the Xbox side. On the PlayStation side, we've got Resistance, Ape Escape, a bunch of other really cool stuff as well. And to think that, like, originally Ape Escape only came out because it was supposed to show off the use of the right stick. I'm glad that the first Croc game got re-released on PS5. Exactly, the first Croc game, Legend of the Gobbos. What else do we have? There's a lot of like other older titles as well. Wait, I'm just going to take a quick break. I'll just be back in a couple of minutes. Hopefully it shouldn't be too long. I'm back. Cool. So let's jump right on into the game. Do I want to upgrade my ice breath? Let's do that. And let's upgrade it a little bit more till I run out of purple gems, I guess. But I've basically fully upgraded all of the main breath abilities. It's just the secondary ones I haven't done yet. But yeah, I have been meaning to... Actually, I think I might already have the first Croc game that was re-released on PS5, Legend of the Gobos. But yeah, I'll have a look at my PlayStation library, because I'm pretty sure I should have it at least. Oh, actually, you know what? I should use my Earth Breath. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna Earth Fury up here. I'm surprised at like how many views I'm getting on like the YouTube side, to be completely honest. And it's really nice to also see like, you know, getting the love with viewership and stuff like that. Yep, here we go, got him. These crystal rock dude things, I guess. Right, so, is this gonna lead me to a dead end is the question. There's more enemies? What the heck? Huh, okay. Well, let's keep on fighting, because there's not really much else to do as far as the game's, you know, objective goes. Because combat, after all, is on the forefront. Quabe Shadewing and Ezorid Falcon Singer. Crazy names, man. Crazy names. Now, before I get too carried away, there are a couple of crystals here that I can kind of break open and get some more gems out of. So let's get that. Because I need the purple stuff. I need the purple stuff real bad. Which actually, now that I think about it, kind of makes me sound crazy in a way. Saying that I need purple stuff. Yeah, I think we're good. I think after I beat this guy up, we should be able to get through the next door. Yeah, there we go. It's got like Cinder's head on like the door right there. Wow, I just blew them all up. Nice. Anyway. How many more of these guys are there? There's like... I swear I've had like armies thrown at me at this point. I wonder how many like enemies do you need to actually kill before you actually reach the end of the game. Like, we're in the final location. But, yeah. Not final location, but like, it's like the final chapter of the game, basically. There's going to be a massive fight here for sure. Either here or like a little bit after.
Heart breaking out.
Come on, Ignitus is waiting.
Yep, Ignitus is in fact waiting. We need to go and save him. Because after we beat Cinder, basically I think the game just ends, I think. If I'm remembering this right. Whoop. Man, this big guy is very annoying to deal with. Because he just keeps blocking everything. But no one else can block me. How do you see this version of Spyro characterization compared to classic Spyro personally? Honestly, so classic Spyro could be split into two different types of Spyro. Spyro 1 Spyro and then Spyro 2/3 Spyro. I like Spyro... Ooh, that's a good question. Because in terms of Sparks, I prefer classic Sparks. I'd rather like Sparks not talk at all. Spyro, I think, is a bit more quiet and reserved, but then eventually gets into his own here in The Legend of Spyro. Classic Spyro 1 Spyro is incredibly annoying, and I wish he wasn't. But I did like Tom Kenny's take on Spyro compared to what we're getting here with Elijah Wood. It's just that the writing and the voice acting put together is what makes Spyro Spyro. This is Spyro Channel. Basically, this is exactly what it is. Yes, this is Spyro Channel. I 100% agree with that. Because we're going into like real like detail on like voice actors that have portrayed Spyro and like just the general overall characterization. Now, having only played Legend of Spyro, I prefer classic Spyro, which is more Spyro 2, Spyro 3 Spyro, because he didn't really talk as much, but also I think the story wasn't that important as well either. Wait, do I need to beat these guys and then go through them? No, I can just run past them. Because fighting these guys are way too annoying. So I think Legend Spyro X more like an adult compared to first Spyro. I do agree with that. But I want to actually play, you know, Legend of Spyro, the second one and the third one, so Dawn of the Dragon and Eternal Night before I make a decision, because I feel like this could go... I feel like I could enjoy this Spyro a lot more, but I've not seen what he's really capable of until, like, you know, what he's capable of later on down the road. You know what? I think Elijah Wood did a really good job with that. Hi, Kiryu Coco. Greetings. Thanks for the first time chat. Or rather, first time chatter, I should say. Actually, no, chatter refers to the person, not the chat itself. What's going on? Everything good? Yeah, no, not much is going on. Just playing through Legend of Spyro, and surprisingly enough, this game is a lot shorter than I realized. Though I can't say I'm like enjoying the combat that much, just because it's very a very combat-oriented game that moves away from what we, I think, know and love Spyro for to an extent. I guess it really depends on how you want to look at it. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at the moment. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, no, not much to say beyond that. I'd say. How's the stream going? Stream is going great. I think one of the most important things about the stream is the fact that it's only the second stream I've done of Legend of Spyro, and yet I've been able to basically make it to the end. Because I am frankly shocked at how short the game is, despite being somewhat linear to some extent. But also I think when I did the other Spyro games, it was a lot longer. Because I tried to also go for the 100% completion, but I don't even know what 100% looks like here. Oh, cool. I also used to stream on Twitch, but I stopped now because my PS4 broke. Ooh, rip. Kiryu Coco 2's PS4, man. I mean, you can still, I think, stream on like newer platforms, but like if that was your primary way of doing it, then, oh man, rip. I wish Legend of Spyro could go beyond the third game, because Classic Spyro went up to a fifth game. Technically, if you really want to talk about it, Classic Spyro, Classic Spyro, if you were to consider like the whole thing a series, or a single like cohesive storyline, it technically went up to a sixth game with Spyro Shadow Legacy, which I did stream about 2 weeks ago, I want to say, and I was falling asleep while streaming. Yeah, yeah. You can use other devices to stream as well, but like when you like set up all of your settings and have things the way you want it to be when you stream, it just kind of gets really annoying to move that stuff over to like a new device. So I kind of get that. Whoop! I feel like I need. Man, I need a double jump up here. Well, I want to share something with you if you don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind. Feel free to share. I thought they were GBA of Classic Spyro 2. Thank you for the advice. I'm not really like saying all that much. I don't think my advice is all that great to begin with, but I mean, it is what it is, you know? Okay, how many more guys are they gonna throw my way? Oh, we got Dreadwings as well. Come on, man, really? Got a whole host of like enemies to deal with here, and it's just waves and waves of these guys coming at me. Still though, these are I think the strongest enemies in the game, I think. Also, me doing that move just now was a complete accident, mind you, so probably best not to think too hard about it. Still though, we were about to finish that area anyways. Huh. Fancy that. At this point, I don't know which chatter is from Twitch and which is from YouTube. I'm pretty sure there's absolutely no one on Kick watching me at the moment, though. Pretty sure of that. Basically, I'm a digital artist and I work for Twitch streamers since 4 to 5 years on commission. So would you like to see some of my creatives? I'd like to hear your honest feedback about it. This seems a lot similar to someone else who was chatting earlier on. Who actually shared some of their digital art with me. I do like digital art. Do you have a link to your stuff that I can check out? Because I'm interested in seeing what you've got. Because I'm pretty sure I don't have any sort of, what's the word? Like any thing that'll stop links, I don't think. Oh, they're even doing the thing where you're like on a lift and you're getting constantly attacked by enemies sort of over and over. Yeah, we can connect on Discord. Yeah, I can share my work with you. So wait, do you just predominantly work off of Discord or do you like share your stuff through other means? Because I feel like if you're doing commission, you've got to have like, you know, people generally tend to have like a Patreon and stuff like that. A way of funding yourself. I think, because there's this art channel that I watch that does a fairly similar thing, but they've got a Patreon when they, you know, share their art through, what's it called, YouTube and Patreon and stuff like that. Discord or Instagram. To be honest, I don't actually have an, well, it's not to say that I don't have an Instagram. I do, I just never ever use it. Is this guy just gonna stand in? Oh yeah, he's gonna attack me. We got 4 GBA games for Classic Spyro, but only 1 for DS. 4 GBA games. We're talking about Attack of the Rhinox, Season of Flame, Season of Ice, and I hope you're not counting Spyro Fusion, because that would be blasphemy in my opinion. Do I have a Discord? Yes, I do have a Discord. Actually, there's a funny thing that used to happen on Discord. I was a part of another streamer's Discord, and basically what ended up happening was some people were trying to basically fleece us out of some information and to scam us, but luckily that didn't end up happening, which is good. But also, like, the streamer themselves did end up like clamping down on that, which I thought was kind of interesting. But what was the classic game for DS? I think that was Shadow Legacy, right? I'm pretty sure you're referring to. How many more enemies are going to be coming at me? Yeah, because I'm probably going to end the stream in about 10 to 15 minutes. Just because I told my wife I was going to, so I'll probably just stream only for another 10 to 15 or so minutes. Kuyu Coco 2, here is mine. Discord, send me a request. Oh yeah, I could probably send you a request later on. I'll just keep a note of that. What do we have here? How many of these guys are there? How many conduits are going to be sent to me? I heard that Spyro game on DS later used the engine to make a new beginning on DS for some reason. I could absolutely see that being a thing that happened. Just to be able to save money, just use the same engine or something like that. And I mean, game engines are very hard to like, not just make, but also to use, to learn, and to, yeah, basically to learn and to use. If you don't mind. Oh yeah, no, I don't mind. Alright, so... How...
It still doesn't matter. Ignitus needs us.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it would be easier if she was smaller.
Okay, Electro Breath is going to be huge here. We can basically just knock enemies off. Since we don't have much ground, I'm going to use gravity to my advantage. Eternal Night DS improved New Beginning because it has better platforming. Interesting. Okay, okay. Oh, no, 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 no. I fell. Damn it.
Let's keep trying.
Yep, let's keep trying. I agree with Spyro. Whoop, knocked him off. Sweet. And then... Are we going to have to fight a bunch of guys here? Actually, you know what? I'm going to actually have to beat these guys because I don't think I can, like, hit them past the electric banner barrier thing that we've got going on here. Yeah, that didn't work. The barrier just is, like, basically a solid thing that's stopping me from knocking anyone out. But when I beat the enemies, like, they just pass through the wall no problem. Oh, nope, there was an open area behind me. Actually, you know what? I can make this work. I can just push him off like that. Nice. And then the big guy. And off he goes. Didn't have to fight him all that much, didn't have to try, just knocked him out. I always wanted to know if the Legend of Spyro developers would consider a sequel to Dawn of Dragons after they announced they were making a fourth Kingdom Hearts game. The thing is that you think that we would have heard of it by now, right? I think that Activision has just kind of given up on that idea, since we have gotten the Spyro trilogy after all. would we get another Spyro game? A Legend of Spyro game? I don't know. But if we got like a remaster trilogy, I think that would be pretty good. Pretty cool. Like, I would like that. Because I wouldn't mind replaying it again. Or replaying the original again. But like on a newer device. Oh man, okay. They might have some interest in making more Legend of Spyro games, but maybe not for another 5 years. You think so? Like, is there actually any interest in making a new Legend of the Legend of Spyro games? I would be interested to know if there actually is. And even if they did release it, like, how many people do you reckon are going to buy it? I feel like people are going to be curious about it, for sure. Or some people are going to talk about it from a nostalgic perspective. I can absolutely see that. But would it really sell well? That's the thing that I'm wondering about the most. Because part of games being released is people thinking that, hey, you know, people are going to buy it as well, to some extent. Because it's been so long since we've gotten Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon that I don't see why they wouldn't release it now rather than, like, say, you know, 5 years later, for example. I mean, what's the difference between now and 5 years later, basically? Is kind of what I'm thinking. Ooh, is there a new enemy type here? Or is there something else happening? Yeah, because Legend of Spyro story is still the main appeal for how exciting it is compared to the more generic plot of classic Spyro. Spyro has never really been about the plot. In my opinion, it's always just been about the collectathon gameplay. That to me is like what Spyro has been about. So I don't think I would consider, you know, story to be a strong plot, you know, a strong point for Spyro. The open-ended nature of traversing across areas is, at least for me, the main reason why I play Spyro games. Alrighty then, so let's keep moving forward. Basically, when I hit the next autosave point, that's when I'm going to be stopping the stream, so... And then I think I'll continue the rest on my next stream. I just need to change the dates and times a little bit around. Because a mate of mine that normally watches the streams is not able to watch on Saturdays anymore, so I gotta change the date and time a little bit so he can join in as well. Oh damn, okay, those electric towers gotta stay away from that light. Because those towers are going to absolutely murder me. If I'm not careful, of course. Well, at least the enemies are getting killed by the towers as well, which is good. So at least it's not just me. I think some people at least want them to make Legend of Spyro novel and comic that fleshes out the characters more. And I think that that's a good thing. I like the idea of that as well. I'd like to... Like, if they did that, I would certainly buy the comic as well. Or, like, whatever they do to kind of flesh out the characters. Because I feel like outside of the game, like... other stuff they could do would be so much better than the game itself. And I think that's going to be like a key thing. Oh, you know what? I don't want to fight him just because it's going to take way too long to fight these rock guys, so to speak. Got him. This leech is not going to be leeching off me anymore. Alright, let's keep moving forward. I'm probably just going to make my way over to here and try and avoid getting hit by the light, because that's basically like what's going to be. Oh, am I dead? Really? I died? Like, they could explore what Ignitus did when he was younger and what he is and what he was doing in a different location. That would certainly flesh out a lot of, you know, what's going on for sure. Because Ignitus, like, everything that goes on prior to the beginning of a new beginning is certainly, like, good territory for, like, more story for sure. Because, like, that's basically, like, where the trilogy begins, and a lot of where the story is relatively untouched as well. I can already feel my throat is just going right now. But yeah, Ignitus is an interesting character though. I really do feel like he kind of like really brings together the entire plot of Legend of Spyro. Oh right, I need to use my Earth Breath here. Or not, just keep attacking it, I guess. Okay. I'm still just waiting for that autosave to come in and save me a little. Oh, there's also a dude here. Oh, there's electric cannons as well. I thought Voltaire was a good character too because he is the smart character. It depends. Like Voltaire and the Ice Dragon, I forgot his name. Like he could have also been considered as a smart character as well. But it might also be because he's got an English accent. Electric King. So he's got a shield around him at the moment. Now the shield is gone and we can attack him. So basically it's just the Ice King all over again, except that he's electric. So we can't just deal constant damage to him. We need to wait for the actual electric barrier to come down. I'm basically melting this guy's health bar at the moment with fire. He's down to his final health bar. But also, I'm almost dead as well, mind you, so... Damn it. So, do I have to start from the beginning again, or do I start from here? Nope, I have to... Okay, so I can pretty much just finish him off from here. This is not going to be that bad at all, then. Oh, damn it. Run, 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 run. And he's dead. Cool. There was a ninja character that appeared in the Eternal Night GBA that never appeared in the console version. So there is some original material. That's interesting. Oh, actually, hold on. Before I continue, because it auto-saved, I want to just double-check something real quick. What I'll do is I'll just try and level up the remainder of my ice breath here. And then since I'll have the bombs to basically just... I'll just level up some of the bombs as well while I'm here. Actually, I should have done the earth bomb first and not the electric bomb. Oh, well, anyway. Because I've never used the electric arc thing. Here we go. Alright, then I'm gonna go... Oh, nope. Enable autosave, memory card 1. Yeah, 507. Yeah, it's about 508 right now. This game also allows me to manually save as well. So 508. So about 5 hours in, and we're almost like basically finished with the game. Okay, cool, cool. All right, so basically I'm gonna end the stream there, and I'll basically be finishing the game on my next stream. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to do it today, but it's asking a bit much of me to kind of finish it as is. But I will leave the stream at that. So I'll catch you guys in the next stream next week. It won't be at the same time. I'll just do it another, like, I'll probably end up changing my time a little bit. I always feel like all 3 Legend of Spyro games felt like one long 30-hour game that used the structure from the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, and it definitely feels that way. I mean, keeping in mind, I've only put in 5 hours into this first one, and I'm almost finished with the game, basically. But, yeah. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Peace.